first thing?
English with Ramsden. Got 2 chapters of hard times through before I go in.
Coffee to go, Roy, please.
Yeah, certainly. How would you like it?
I like my men strong and sweet. Honey, don't tell Matt, eh?
No, of course not.
You two are leaving it a bit late.
We'll get there.
Give you a lift if you like.
No tar.
Hope you've both done your homework. Honey, I noticed you spent a lot of time outside the fish and chip shop last night.
I do have a life, you know. Unlike some people, obviously.
No need to be like that.
Well, me and Steve will cover some of the extra shifts once him and Karen get back from his mum's house. We're still going to be short, though. What are you smiling at?
The thought of Liz McDonald and Karen under the same roof. Anyway, you were saying, look, what about Les? Because he needs the work and he needs the extra money. Come on, Nick.
I don't know.
Well, he'll probably be prepared to work when the others won't.
So I go for you as well, then? Some extra shifts over Christmas?
Yeah, why not? Hey, and a word of advice. If you're thinking of buying us presents, I don't think Les would welcome razor blades or a shotgun. And I'd rather not have a prescription for double-strength sleeping pills.
What a night, eh?
Do you reckon anyone will know we've been up all night?
Who cares?
Right, come on, let's get going. We don't want to be late.
I've not finished my coffee yet. And if I'm going to get through the day without sewing my hand into somebody's gusset, I think I need all the caffeine I can get.
Right, well, I'll go then. See you later.
Stay and we'll walk down together. Oh, come on then. If you're frightened of getting shouted at.
I reckon he's trying it on.
She's still his wife.
Yeah, name only.
Yeah, well, that's not the way he's going to see it, not if he wants her back.
How long do you reckon he can keep it up?
I'm the last person to ask.
Do you think moving away would be a good idea? We do both work opposite his house and Eileen's. We live round the corner and we're drinking the Rovers.
Yeah, moving away is a good idea.
That's what I thought.
Hey, about time too. Get your overalls on and get cracking. Where have you been till now?
I had to go to the emergency dentist.
Loosen anybody's teeth, kissing like that.
Hey, don't encourage him. To buy flash jackets, you need a job. Carry on like this and you won't have one.
Good. So you said anything to Dougie?
Well, I've not said anything to anybody, apart from you.
So, what's the asking price?
Well, it's not on the market yet, but I reckon about 60,000.
Right, and turnover? I don't suppose you've seen the books.
No, I haven't. But I've done some sums, you know, takings and that, and I reckon it'll be...
Profits?
I just said, I've not seen the books.
Well, make sure you do, because I wouldn't put it past that Dougie to pull a fast one.
Dev, what are you doing? Do you think I can't do this?
Darling, I think that you can do whatever you put your pretty little mind to. I am just trying to get the big picture.
It's all a big joke to you, innit?
You know I never joke about business or you. OK? Now, how about paying for it?
Don't worry, the Alahan millions are safe. I've got some money stashed away that my gran left me, and I'll get a bank loan for the rest.
Fine, good. Listen, just as long as you know that I'll help in any way
Do you know the best way you can help me? Have some faith.
Gina.
But I've got to go. I've got things to do.
Darling, don't do this. Honey, I was kidding.
Am I having my official birthday again this year?
Oh, dunno. How about having your real birthday with me and your official one with your dad?
As long as I get 2 lots of presents, I don't care.
Oh, yeah?
Hey.
Is that a mouse?
Oh, a second later you got a fork through your finger.
What for? Done nothing.
I'm not supposed to be meeting you today, am I?
Wasn't you I was looking for, actually. It was David.
Me, what have I done?
I don't know. Do you want to confess to something?
I don't think so.
In that case, do you fancy coming to look for a Christmas tree with me after school?
You coming?
She can't come. It's a man thing.
Yeah, all right then.
Don't get a big one, will you? Because there won't be room.
You taking any notice of her?
Of course. Aren't you?
I hope you're going to give the Historical Society plenty of plugs.
Well, I'll do what I can, but do you really think it's what they're looking for what's on in Weatherfield? How the Great Plague missed us?
I thought that was interesting.
Oh, absolutely, yes, but, well, let's just wait and see what Mrs. Scott has in mind, shall we?
Oh, yes, quite. Well, and I shall be on hand should you need any assistance.
Thank you.
Any chance of some dinner over here?
Yes, coming up.
Les, you got a minute, mate?
What now?
Well, you see, I've got a bit of a problem. I can't get anyone to cover some extra shifts up until Christmas, you know. Thought you might be up for it.
You what?
Well, there'll be good money in it.
You mean all the other drivers have got families and social lives, but not me? Well, thanks a bunch.
Now, Les, you've got it all wrong.
No change there, then, is there? Talk about kicking a man when he's down.
Tell you what, suit yourself.
He's got some cheek.
You can be so stupid sometimes, Les.
Well, you heard him.
Yeah, I heard him ask you for help because he's short-staffed. I heard him offer you good money. This is the bloke that took you back on when most people weren't going to hear you. And for the record, it was my idea to offer you the extra work, not his.
Right, you want some dinner?
I did. I don't know.
Just there, please. What's the matter with you?
2 words. Les Battersby.
All right, what's he done now?
Tried to help him.
Well, mistake number 1, my friend. Never try and help anyone.
Yeah, just threw it back in my face. I know he's been through a lot recently, but still.
Yeah, but that's Les for you, okay? Gina, on the other hand, she... Forget it.
All not well in paradise?
Look, if she's looking to start a business, okay, who do you think she should talk to?
Psychiatrist?
You're still a funny guy. No, but seriously, I mean, if you can do it, she can, right? But she needs help. We all do when we start out.
OK, fine. What's the business?
Rovers.
You're kidding.
Why? She knows the place, the trade.
Yeah, and you want your fiancée running a pub?
Oh, no, but better than working one, I guess.
But she doesn't want your help, because then everyone's going to say it's your doing and not hers.
Yeah, but everyone's going to say that anyway, so either way, can't win.
I thought he was only supposed to be sick in mornings.
Ash, I think it'll be a few years till the baby can tell the time.
Anyway, they're here.
Where are they?
They're bringing it resting.
I thought they were going to stay for a couple of days.
Madam here couldn't decide what to bring.
So I brought everything, just in case.
This is very good of you.
Much, Bella.
Oops. Sorry, pussycat.
I'll put the kettle on, make us all a cuppa.
Hey, Ashley. See what I brought for us tea.
Oh.
Everyone want a drink?
I don't think Maxine does, not right now.
So how are you doing?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, sadly I do.
Kids have been fantastic, but I suppose they've had enough practice. It's like that joke. My wife's gone off with my best mate. I don't half miss him. I really trusted that little cow. I told her everything.
Yeah, well, I'm the last one to point fingers.
Hey, do you fancy a night out? No men, put the world to rights.
Yeah, sure, when?
Tomorrow. Martin wouldn't mind, would he?
No, of course he won't mind. We're not joined at the hip.
Not all the time, any road.
Hey, you're not too old to have your mouth washed out with soap and water, Jason Grimshaw. You wouldn't believe he was the cutest thing as a baby, would you?
Mum!
I've got these photographs of him lying naked on the rug. They were taken by his girlfriend last year.
She was on at me all lesson. Asking stuff when she knew I didn't know it. Taking the micker.
Why don't you have it out with her?
What like? Please, Mrs. Ramsden. Mum, you stop being a right bitch and get off my kids.
Luke.
What?
You want to be careful what you're saying, Sunshine.
Why? It's right. She's sticking her nose into my business all the time.
That's because she's interested. Naturally. Doesn't mean for a second that she hates you.
You don't know.
OK. If she hates you so much, how come she set you up to get off with Sarah?
You what?
Look, all I'm saying is you're wrong. So give her a break, eh?
Did he mean she set us up in that detention deliberately?
Sounded like it. Oh, well, it worked out for the best, didn't it? I mean, me and you.
She's got to learn. She's no right sticking her nose in. Kevin had a right go at me all morning.
Oh, take no notice of him. You can earn more in half an hour with that cow than you can in all day with Webster.
Hey, up. So I hear you wanting to buy this place, then?
Shh. Under nose.
Sorry.
You and Deb been having a good laugh about it, have you?
No, not at all. Hey, look, you know, as someone that's set up their own successful business, are you sure you know what you're getting yourself into, eh?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, there's the VAT, wages, employees thinking loyalty's a one-way street, you know, that kind of thing.
Just because I stand behind a bar smiling prettily doesn't mean I'm completely thick, you know.
I never said that.
Dad put you up to this, didn't he?
No.
He doesn't want to be seen trying to talk me out of it himself, so he sends you round to do his dirty work.
Look, Gina, you've got it all wrong. Look, if anything, it was me that thought this might be a bit of a bad idea. But no, Dev slapped me down.
Did it?
Yeah.
So you don't think I can do it then? Thanks, Vic. Yes, love, what can I get you?
I'll have a white wine spritzer, please.
And I'll have a sparkling water, please, Gina.
Mine's a pint.
He'll have half a pint.
What's the betting he's not nursing a hangover after being on the razz all night?
If it leaves you looking like that, I'm glad I'm not.
Yeah, well, at least she knows how to have a good time.
Oh, yeah, and on whose money?
What's that got to do with you?
So, where's it all coming from then, Ty? I mean, them jackets must have set you back a load and all.
Creepy though, innit? Matching jackets. Ain't it like being cannibals, her wearing a coat made out of cow skin?
One more remark like that, and I will do more for your face in 5 minutes than a plastic surgeon could do in a year.
I owe you an apology. Only I get a bit touchy like.
Yeah, well, sometimes you need to remember who your mates are, Les.
Have you got them shifts covered?
No.
Well, you're still going begging. I'll take them.
Hey. Dennis told me how you tried to wind him up.
It was him came looking for me, not the other way round.
Yeah, well, he's trying to tell you to leave us alone. And I'm going to tell you exactly the same thing. You're making things worse.
Worse? My wife runs off with my best mate. And I'm making things worse. You just don't get it, do you? OK, then. I'll spell it out. You broke my heart when you went through that door. And if I'm making things worse for you, then I can't really apologise to you or your fancy man. Because right at this minute, it's all I can do to get through the flaming day.
Don't you think it's a bit OTT?
No. It sets a certain tone for the interview.
Interview? What's this then, Kenneth? Are you going for another job?
No, it's an article for a magazine.
Oh, aye. I hope this time you're not going to be liling my ancestors like you did in your book.
The emergency dentist must have done a good job.
Hey?
Not wrong with your gob now, is it?
All right.
So where were you? Out with your lass?
We was out all night. Went to this really top nightclub.
Who'd have thought it? Except me and Kev.
What, you mean he never bought the dentist stuff?
Well, it won't be convincing. Tyrone, do you want your job or what?
Ah, Mrs. Scott, can I get you anything?
Oh, it's very kind. I'll have the same as Ken.
Well, I wasn't actually. Maybe a glass of water.
Do waters, then?
If I can be of any assistance.
Just the water, thank you.
What's the occasion then, Kenneth? Have you been voted trolley collector a month?
Oh, very droll, Fred, very droll. Right, well, where would you like to start? You see, Roy has provided me with a lot of background, Weatherfield through the ages.
Oh, I think that'd be terminally dull. No, my readers are interested in people, personalities, a glimpse into other people's lives.
Mum, it's gonna go absolutely mental.
I'll just tell her we bought a small one, but it grew on the way home.
Matt, do you want to open Coronation Street?
Oh, I'm sure you got enough people without me.
Yeah, but no one can reach top to put on the ferry.
I knew being tall would come in handy one day, but got too much paperwork. I'm sorry.
All right, see you.
Seen out of Les since you're shouting matching the Rovers?
No, why? Are you worried about him?
Taken one of our cabs. Vanished.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, of course you can.
I just wanted to ask if it was easier setting up your own business.
Well, I was only on my own at the market. At the shop, it was me and Danny. Why?
Well, I've been thinking of doing something myself.
What, you going to leave the Rovers?
Not necessarily.
Oh, right.
But listen, will you not say anything to anyone? There's enough people already think it's a stupid idea.
Well, I don't see why. You know more about running a pub than I did a hardware shop.
Would you do it again?
Well, it depends which day you ask me on. But to be honest, I didn't realise what hard work it was going to be. Is that the wrong answer?
Well, let's just say staying a barmaid does have its attractions.
Why are you talking to me anyway? I would have thought Dev would have been the best person for this conversation.
Yeah, well, he's one of the people who thinks it's a daft idea.
What, he said so?
Oh, not in so many words, no.
I don't think he does. I would have thought Dev would have been really supportive.
Yeah, maybe, but where does being supportive become taking over? I know him, and I know he'd find it really hard to just sit back and let me get on with it. And I want to do this for myself. You know, prove to both of us that I could.
A little refreshment.
Oh, very kind.
You seem quite engrossed.
Ken's quite a raconteur.
Oh, well, as my old Uncle Albert would say, there's no punch without Judy.
Pardon?
Oh, there's no point telling stories if there's no one to listen. I mean, Deirdre's heard them all 100 times, but Anita here has been very patient. Thank you.
Deirdre, that's Mrs. Rashid.
Ah, yeah, you've met her at my tour?
I did a little research, background for the interview. I gather you two aren't married.
Well, no.
How very modern. You're a partner. Would she object if I asked you to join a few of us at a little pre-Christmas get-together at the weekend?
I hoped you'd be riding that.
You are?
Out of Weatherfield. I thought you were going to move.
I don't think that's any of your business, do you?
Oh, right. Perhaps I should speak to Janice about it then.
Oh, Luke, leave it. It's not worth it.
Now what's up? But you're dead pleased with yourself. Your clever little plan working like that.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you do.
Look, let's go in the house and talk about it, yeah?
I can say what I need to right here.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Fixing us up in detention. Didn't you have any dolls to play with as a kid?
Look, it wasn't like that.
Liar, I might have to put you being my teacher, but I don't want you as a sister. Get it? Never. Keep out of my life. Do you understand? Or do I have to keep shouting at you?
I just wanted to help, that's all.
Did Les bring his car in here earlier?
Why, what's up? No, he's not been in here all day.
No?
The driver said he reckoned it needed doing up.
I've been here all day, he's been nowhere near.
What's the problem, anyway?
He's disappeared in one of our cabs. The radio's not turned on either.
Well, what sort of state was he in when you last saw him?
Well, upset, because we'd had a bit of a row in Rovers.
Great.
Oh, no. I mean, when I think of some of the landlords I've worked for, I dread to think what we could end up with.
You ever worked for a landlady?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, they mightn't brush past you every time you bend over for a packet of cheese and onion, but apart from that, they're 100 times worse.
Oh, well, you never know. You might actually end up with someone who'll surprise you.
Hey, I'm too old for surprises.
Listen, don't tell me Fred never surprises you. It's the unexpected that keeps a relationship interesting.
What are you having?
Just a mineral water, please, babe. Need to keep a clear head for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you've got that meeting at the new shop. I'd totally forgotten.
Yeah, checking the small print on the contract, hence the mineral water. You want to come with me?
No, Tart, I've got a meeting myself with the bank manager.
Fantastic. Well, anything I can do to help before you go?
No. All right, thank you.
Well, I'm sure you'll wow him.
You don't think it's a mistake, do you?
No, but what I think doesn't matter. You think it's a good deal? You go for it, go.
I don't understand how he suddenly knew that I'd set them up in detention like that. I mean, it wasn't as if he'd worked it out. He knew, Matt.
Yeah, I know. It was me that told him.
I'm sorry.
Earlier, in the street, he was going on about how much you hated him.
Hate him? I don't.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told him. I said, if she did, why does she set you up with Sarah?
Oh, great. Just when we're getting on so great, you have to go and shoot your mouth off, don't you?
Yeah, well, hang on. If you were getting on so well, how comes he was banging on about how much you hated him?
Oh, just leave it, eh? Stick to looking after your patients. Let me look after myself.
You still worrying about Les?
Is it allowed?
Of course. He will be fine.
Yeah. You're sweet. I had to tell him, though, he's got to leave us alone.
Him and Eileen, they're always going to be in our faces.
No. I'll get used to it.
I was talking to Kevin earlier, you know, because he was in Leslie's shoes with Sally.
Well, exactly. And he's got over it.
Yeah, but he did his best to split her and Martin up. Maybe it'd be good if we just moved away.
What?
A fresh start. New home, job, new life.
Dennis, I've got all my mates here, and I would tell you.
Mates, Eileen was your best mate, Les was mine. Come on, Jan.
Well, what's brought this on?
Just what we've been talking about. All this stuff with Les. Just think about it, eh?
No sign.
Do you think we should call the police?
Just remind me, Eileen, why did I let you talk me into taking Les back on?
We thought we were doing him a favour.
A favour? Giving him a car so he can go around and do who knows what.
Yo-ho-ho!
What the heck is that?
That is the coolest cab in history. Respect.
Where'd you get that stuff from?
Don't ask! What do you think?
Why?
Why not? No one's gonna have a dull Christmas with me around, Vic, me old mate! Ho, ho, ho!